So you thought the Overwatch 2 drama had ended. Is this your first Blizzard rodeo? Because let me tell you something. It never ends. The Blizzard drama never ends. You can literally make a channel just farming Blizzard drama. Kind of technically what I'm doing here. And you know what's currently happening? The Overwatch 2 community, after all the pain that they suffered through Overwatch 1, after all the pain that they suffered through hoping that Blizzard can make it better, that they will not completely just fuck up again, after all of that pain, some of these people are legitimately just saying enough is enough. And they're kind of leaving the game. Because they're done. They can't handle it anymore. Honestly, I can't blame them. Because, wow, if I was an Overwatch fan, I would also be extremely, well, depressed about the situation.
We need to have a conversation, guys. I'm sure anybody who's tuned into the internet has seen how busy my week has been. This has been the busiest couple days of my life. I've barely slept. That's why there haven't been any streams. Obviously, for those of you who don't know,
Wow.
I acquired Mindplex, and that's going to be my #1 priority going forward.
What is Mindplex?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Overwatch 2. Obviously, anybody who's watched my streams over the years has continued to see my dissatisfaction with the game, and I'm not going to be taking shots at the game and saying, "Oh, it's the devs' fault." Obviously, you know the blow of the PVE not being what was promised.
This is already such a tremendously bad take, honestly. Oh, I'm not gonna blame the devs. You know, the guys who did not do anything that you wanted, who said, oh, it's too hard, so we're not even gonna concentrate on it, who offered you the world and gave you not even dirt. You're not even gonna blame them. Now that's a move.
This was kind of the final straw for me. That broke the camel's back, that let me know, okay, I just need to move on. I know I don't want to be here my whole career. I know I don't want to be here my whole life. I want to move on and do
Smart.
more with my life. And obviously
Definitely
game design
smart.
is a big part of that. And that's, you know, why one of the reasons why I wanted to get Mindplex was so that I actually had the ability to go design games and pursue my dream. And it's just very clear that Overwatch isn't really going to be a space to do that. And I really don't want people to take this video as one of those, oh, I'm quitting the game, blah, 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 I hope this game dies. No, you know, like, I want Overwatch to succeed. You know, it has a very special place in my heart. It's been great. And, you know, it's just like right now with what I want to do with my life. And
I can literally smell the weakness. Because of takes like this, developers just do stuff like this. They just ruin games. They promise everything and deliver nothing because people are like, oh, they didn't do anything that they said. They took my money. They completely, literally scammed me. But you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine. I hate this mindset. You should be angry. You should be rioting out there at the streets. You should be making boycotts of Blizzard because of their absolute inability and, well, you know, just greed.
how I'm feeling and stuff like that. I mean, it just is elsewhere. I can't have Overwatch be my #1 priority. So the days of Samito coming on and streaming top 500 ranked every day are no longer going to be here, just to be honest with you. That's, you know, I want to branch out, do more
Good
rant
luck.
style videos about things in general. Mindplex is going to take a lot
Okay.
of my attention. Now, are there going to be some days where I'm like, you know what, maybe I kind of want to stream some Overwatch ranked? Yeah, I'll hop on and I'll stream, and, you know, it's not going to
Okay.
be like I'm abandoning this channel forever or the Overwatch content forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just right now with things where things are at,
Mm-hmm.
especially the state of the game. I mean, obviously the PvE lying just made me lose all trust, and that was really the big deciding factor in me wanting to go. Like, I knew I had some interest in Mindplex, but after, you know, I heard what was going on.
What is
That
Mindplex?
definitely was the thing that made me say, all right, we need to jump ship here. We need
I
to,
have
you know,
absolutely
go
no
focus
idea what
on
is Mindplex.
my dream and other business ventures and stuff like that, because it was always on my mind. I knew I wanted to do it, but with the state of the game, you know, I miss 6v6. I hadn't really brought up 6v6 too much, just because, you know, there was no point. We were looking forward to PvE and stuff. But for me personally, on a personal note, I just liked having more synergy. I like more a higher skill ceiling.
Okay.
And, you know, that's just kind of what I wanted. And it's just, there's just a big sour taste in my mouth towards this franchise right now about just everything, man. Like, I was looking forward to PvE so much, and it's just not there. The state of ranked is horrible. I still
Oh no, the only selling point of Overwatch 2 is not here, which was the only thing that they kind of promised and justified the fact that Overwatch 2 exists. It's not here. Well, not a big deal. Just gonna be slightly mad about it for one day and then it's gonna blow over. This type of attitude is why developers literally walk over all of you. This is why they literally just look at you from above their ivory towers and then they spit on you. And then they make competitions between each other who can spit on you the hardest until the moment you decide to move away from the spitting.
Still can't even play with my friends. Like, why would I want to stick around on that product? I know like the ceiling for content creation is bigger in other places. I'm miserable playing the game, right? It's very clear that they aren't catering this game towards competitors, which is what I am. It just, it was a no-brainer decision for me to look to just go do other stuff. And again, let me be clear. This is not one of those videos where it's like, I hate this company and I hope the team fails and I hope the game dies. Like, no, of course. There's so many great people in the scene and, I hope to see them succeed and do well. And that's all I ever wanted.
Sacrifices
right?
must be made.
Thrive and pop off and be a game that really attracts so many people from different places because it really is the most special shooter game I've ever played. I've never played a shooter game that has the polish that this one has. It has the diversity of gameplay options that this one has. That has the storytelling this one has. Like Overwatch still does have the most potential out of any FPS game on the market. It just not only has it just not ever really been pursued, but it's just been.
Dude, man, takes like this are so insane. He's saying, oh, Overwatch 2 is a fantastic game with so much potential, but you see, none of that potential was pursued. The gameplay wasn't pursued, the competitive side wasn't pursued, the storytelling wasn't pursued, nothing was pursued, but the potential. That's just called having rose-tinted goggles on, or rose-tinted whatever. You know, there's a saying for that thing. In any case, man, that is such a horrible way of living and looking at things, honestly. I kind of feel sorry for this person right there. Imagine thinking that Overwatch has potential just because they have never done anything to try and make the game better. Imagine unironically saying that. That's that you can say that about any game. Literally any game that's currently in a complete piece of shit state. Oh, the developers have never done anything. This was just an absolute cash grab, Instead of 3D graphics, they gave us 1D graphics. No, even how that's exactly possible, but hey, it's a thing. Wow. And then saying, yeah, but imagine how good this would be if they just made it good. That is such extreme super cope.
Flush down the toilet over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm just so tired of sitting here powerlessly watching and wasting my career here when I could
smart, at least that's
things.
Smart.
Like the reality of Overwatch is, and this is just where Activision Blizzard as a company entirely has taken it, is it's just going to be a mid-tier game. And, that could be sustainable for them. Yeah. That could be great for them, and they could make that work. But for me personally, I'm too competitive, man. I'm in everything I'm in to win. And whether I end up winning or losing, I've lost plenty in my career. I've lost plenty in my life. I made plenty of mistakes, right?
Okay.
But, I don't regret it because
as long as you can get up.
I'm a competitor, and I want to give everything I have to every project. And I'm not interested in a project that just does the bare minimum. I'm not interested in being around something that doesn't go out there. Like, I've kind of talked about this a little bit. I'm going to open up about a couple things.
Bro, there's so many other options than Overwatch. Overwatch is like the lowest option, honestly, on the market. Call of Duty is probably in a better, healthier state competitive-wise. CSGO, Fortnite, Valorant. There's so many things. And all of Apex Legends, I guess, also is a thing. Apex Legends, PUBG Mobile in China. Not in China, but in Japan. Overwatch is literally at the very, very, very bottom of the ladder. Yeah, you could do probably so much better if you're an established name. And this guy, as much as I understand, is an established name. It's Samito. Not exactly 100% sure who this guy is before all of this, but he's like an Overwatch pro and, a personality and stuff like that. Completely Overwatch based. So, it is what it is. You know, if you have established yourself, switching to a different thing is probably not the hardest thing in the world. Obviously, a couple of people are not going to follow. But, if you migrate to somewhere that has 10x the audience previously, potentially you could have, well, that's just good. The chance of getting 10x audience in exchange for losing, like, I don't know, a third or half of your audience in the worst case scenario while switching over, completely worth value. So you haven't lost anything, just do the switch.
This here, ever since my buddy Jalen died, right? I remember being at his funeral, and we had to carry his casket, and it was an open casket, right? And
Okay.
he was my best friend. It's where I got my name. It's where I got everything, and
You
I remember
stole your
looking down
name
at his
from your
body
dead...
and just I can't.
Bruh, he stole his name from his dead best friend. Okay, that's probably not how it went, but wow. The way he said that, that's 10 out of 10.
Get that image out of my head. And ever since that moment,
Crazy.
I changed.
Okay.
I realized that you have to give everything you have while you're here, or it's not worth it. It's not about winning or losing. It's about, obviously, winning is important and you want to win, but it's about giving it 110% every single day. And while I'm in the Overwatch scene, and that's my main thing, I know that I'll never be able to give it 110% because I just don't believe in the vision.
Okay.
I just
What
don't,
vision,
and that's
though?
the cold hard truth. Like, I need to go do something that I believe in to be fulfilled as a human being. And that's not to say that some people can't feel fulfilled in Overwatch. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying that if you feel that, you shouldn't. Please make no mistake. This is a complete personal note, right? And this is by no means trying to, shit on anybody at the team or shit on any creator who wants to pursue a career in Overwatch. Go for it. If that's what fulfills you, absolutely, right? But I have to be real about myself and what I want and what I need to do. And I think that's been pretty apparent for many, many years now.
We're kind
I
of
would
getting
say
a
since
mix of
2020.
super bad things that he's saying and then some things that are pretty decent.
That I have not really been fulfilled in Overwatch, and I haven't wasted my time. I don't regret my time, right? Because it's been beautiful, it's been fun, but I don't think that this game is going to be elite. I don't. I just don't. I hope it does.
Not.
I hope I'm wrong. But, listen, when true colors get revealed, you got to believe it, right? And
When the Blizzard development team needed like 5 months or how was it, a year? How they needed an absurd long time to fix the meta when the meta was just tanks and healers, and no one wanted to watch that. And yet, the people at Blizzard needed such an extremely long time to fix it. And then all the hype about the game was dead because no one wanted to watch just boring slugfest where people are just standing and kind of shooting at each other, but nothing's really happening.
while I do love Jared and Aaron, I don't think it's their faults at all. I think Jared's actually done a great job of replying to people on Twitter. It's been really fun to see him stand his ground.
Always horrible.
I gotta say, Jared, I respect the hell out of that, man. You keep doing it, and I hope that you can turn this ship around. And keep it going and keep the ball rolling here. And best of luck to you, man. We're rooting for you. And I hope I encourage my entire community, especially who still are going to be playing Overwatch every day, to also root for him, right? For me, it's just like, look, I know that this is not the place that's going to make my dream come true. I know that in order to be a better man and give back like I was given to from this gaming industry, that I need to go elsewhere. And that's what my plan is. Right. So, obviously I've been very silent this week talking to you guys about what my plan is. Cause honestly, it's been crazy. I mean, contracts at 2 a.m., getting my development team together, planning out everything that we need to do. I have huge plans for.
Okay. So he's going to make some kind of game. Oh boy. Can't wait. Bruh, is he going to make another shooter game? Is he going to make another competitor to Dr. Disrespect's game, to Shroud's game, to I don't even know how many other games there are? Is he gonna try that? Oh no. Oh no. Better stick to Blizzard and watch yourself crumble to dust with them than solo, and then you can only blame yourself. Oh no, dude, please don't. Damn.
For Mindplex.
Sad.
And this is going to be my step into the reins of game design and making sure that we can make some dreams come true for many, many people and really give back to the experience that I've gotten. And it's just the state of Overwatch. It's just not that game. It's just not that game. It's not what it once was. I don't think, personally, if I had to pick, if I was a betting man and I had to bet, I would say it probably won't ever be, which is fine. It still can be sustainable. It can still do well. But, you know, it's really hard to hit the bar as to what this game was on release because there was nothing like it. And there never will be. That's how special it was, right? That's not me saying that you can't be successful in the Overwatch scene because, like, the first launch was just one of the most incredible things in the history of gaming. And it definitely got all the credit that it deserved. And I do hope it can get back there. But right now, we got to focus on us.
Overwatch was a tremendously huge release at the time because when Overwatch initially released, Blizzard still had a lot of its good reputation still with them, and people did not just not blindly, for good reasons, hate them. The fact that Overwatch succeeded and was huge was kind of expected because it wasn't the old Blizzard. When Overwatch released, I would say it was like this Blizzard, but version 1.2 just yet. You know, it just started to corrode.
Us, man. We got to keep things moving. We got to be the best we can be every single day. And I know that I can't be the best man I can be while focusing primarily on Overwatch. So
okay, good.
This is kind of why I'm stepping.
I think I understand his message. So this is what he's essentially saying. Overwatch 2, very bad game, huge potential, but dude, that's such a meme. Oh, this game has so much potential, but developers are doing nothing with it. Yeah, that just means it has no potential. So, the game is good, but he should find his luck somewhere else because, you know, it's time. It's better. And that's a smart choice. That is a smart choice. Why stay on the sinking ship, essentially? It's pretty clear that everything except Diablo 4 is currently just sinking and sinking hard when it comes to Blizzard. So, staying in it, Overwatch is kind of a bad choice. Whatever this guy does is good in the future, as long as it's probably not Blizzard related. And, well, this guy is saying, well, you know, the developers completely screwed us over, stole our money and did all of these bad things, but I don't hate them, which is the most weak sauce attitude I have ever seen in my life. So, if this guy is going to develop a game, my question is, how good of a leader can he be if he can't even, if he doesn't even have it in himself to blame Blizzard, the developers, everyone at that company, for ruining Overwatch, for promising lies. I'm kind of interested to see how this turns out. Anyway, like and subscribe. Interesting situation. Again, this is the guy, Samito. Seems decent. It is what it is. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye-bye.